In this episode, we start planning out a brand new central distribution facility. Stay tuned. Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. In the last episode, we started distributing some nuclear fuel with helicopters, and that works pretty well. A lot of you made comments like, yeah, that's like a disaster waiting to happen. That seems really dangerous and stuff like that. But I do think it's still worthwhile. And to be honest, transporting it by truck doesn't feel much safer to me, apart from the fact that it probably can't rain down on over the top of cities and stuff like that. But anyway, let's get to today's episode. One thing I've done in between episodes, I've done a few things in between episodes, and as you can see, we're in March 2022, so we're into the future already now, and it's looking pretty good. One thing I did do is I did put some tunnels in here, and if we showcase this, I've added a little bit of a slope through here. There was an awesome comment about how are we going to expand this airport, and to be honest, this airport is getting pretty busy, and so I have added this here, a tunnel, so that we could build a taxiway across here and add an extra runway, probably in a shape like that, and then we'll have to get the required taxiways and extend them a little bit. And to be honest, I think one of the things I do want to do is in fact link those up quickly. So what I'm going to do, there's some other exciting stuff I want to do in this episode, so just bear in mind while we quickly do a little bit of this. And we don't need any of this straight away, so it's probably okay. I just want to try and get it as straight as possible. I'm kind of wondering if this thing is straight, in fact. So if I go back all the way over there, and we straighten. No, I would like it a little bit tighter than that. Let's do that. Yeah, we probably messed up the whole thing now. So what I want to do, fairly tight around the corner up to about there, right? Then pretty tight, well, all the way over there, and then probably about as tight as possible and straight in there. Yes, this is the one. That is the one. So if we straighten that up, and I'm not sure if it's perfectly straight, but anyway, and then we'll do that, so there's at least a little bit of redundancy. I'm going to continue this thing straight through here. Okay. We'll have to wait until this guy's away, and then I'll reconstruct this section. I think we'll let the guys, we might build this thing, and then we'll see how we go from there. So we'll do that, get that guy out of the way. Let's quickly remove all of it. Oh, it's on the path of something? No way. Is there something that's going to arrive here? Oh, it is in the path. Okay, well, what we'll do, what I also thought I'd do is I'll link up this over here. So let's tie in just a little section through here. And then we'll see about, we can't actually tie that in then. Then we'll just have to run it up here. Yeah, actually that's not too bad. So let's do that. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and commission everything. Start that. What I'll do is I'll pay for these sections. Okay. Then hopefully now the path is no longer required on this side. Oh, for some reason it's still picking up as the only path available. Let's give it a bit of time. No, it doesn't actually want to do anything. Well, and if that's the case, let's for now tie this guy in there and go ahead and commission that. I'm not sure how easy it is for these guys to come in and construct it. And what I might do, anyway, we'll leave that there. Now, the idea is that this will continue to go through on this side. Okay. And then we'll be able to expand the airport on the other side, not worrying about the rail that we're crossing through there. So that's part of the plan. What I've done, this is done. I've actually started building a new heating plant over here. that should be able to, we've got workers here already, a heating plant that can provide additional heating, because we've seemed to struggle a little bit with the heating. I think this one over here is probably okay, but what I've done is I've added an extra one in here because some of our heating facilities in this area is not the greatest. So what I thought I'd do is I'll add a few extra heating facilities and do a bit of an overlap in this general area over here. So if we'll do 1, 2 and leave a third spot for later, but in order for us to do that, we'll just need to make sure we deliver some coal as well. So who's delivering coal over here? You. Let's see, can you please go ahead and deliver coal for us at this facility also? Thank you. And let's just see, is that every, oh, we want to unload, please unload some coal for us over there. And just before we get out of hand here, let's just make sure that it is in fact coal that we would like stored in this location. There we go. So now we'll have some coal being delivered over here. So these workers should be able to provide us with some heating. I want to set this up. I've set up the power. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen over here. We've got workers here already. How did they get here? Is my question. How can they walk here? Let's just see. Oh, they actually get here from the bus. They can get here from the bus stop. Okay, I've added a bus stop because there's a fire station over here and there's a heating plant over here that needs workers constantly, but they can also be reached from the train station. So a few things we want to do now. Let's quickly set this guy up. Let's leave that away. And so I've built a few trains. Let's just see, what is our do we have, hang on, let's just see what our signaling is like. Okay, so we've got some signaling through here, and to be honest, we probably need to chain that guy right over there to make sure that it passes through the others. I'm gonna remove that guy. Yeah, that's good. And then it'll go over here. So is effectively a one-way loop, gonna run through there. We're gonna set these up as waypoints, so I'm not gonna do too much more. Yeah, I think that should be fine. I'm gonna set these up as waypoints. So one for coal, one for iron, and one for steel. I'm still not sure we're gonna use this one for the steel. So let's get those trains underway. And there's some other interesting things I want to do, and I don't want to kind of ruin it right now. So let's just quickly go and sort out these guys. Okay, so this is. So how much can we get onto this guy? 360 tons. And I just wanted to double check. We've got a nearby steel mill. Let's quickly have a look at our ratios at the steel mill. So the steel mill uses 200 tons of coal to 200 tons of iron for each 375 tons of coal. So that means we need a much bigger train of coal than we do for the others. So we're not. I don't think we're quite out of the woods just yet. So what I would like to do is let's make some additional hopper cars, probably about at least 10 of them. And we're currently doing a few other bits and pieces as well. So let's just keep going. Let's up the production over here a little bit, because I need this stuff done a little quicker about now. Now let's go in here and let's grab that guy. You clear off all of this. And what you're going to do for me is you're going to be the, let's just rename you. You're going to be the Ultima Coal Train. Ultima Coal Train, like so. And you're just gonna go with coal to our new steel mill. The other train, the question is, do we just do this? I think that's about right, isn't it? There's probably one more over that way, isn't it? 240, 360. I think that's fine. I think that is gonna be just fine. If we do 2 of these trains each, that should be perfectly okay. We're just going to need our extra 10 wagons, which is currently under construction. So we'll get these 2 underway. We'll clear that one out, and you're going to be the Ultima Iron Train. So let's just rename you Ultima iron train. Did I call you that? Yeah. We go. Okay, so now I've got these two guys ready to go. So let's run them on their route. It's going to be a pretty straightforward route, but we're going to make use of waypoints to make sure we do the right thing. We would like them to come in over here. Okay, now, so this guy would like to come in over here. That's the drop off, goes in there. This is the pickup. Okay, so you're gonna head on over here. Okay, you're gonna load, this is coal. You're gonna load coal for us, please. Then you're gonna head on over to our new facility over here. Actually, before you do that, you're gonna actually do a waypoint, and then you're gonna come up here and you're gonna unload the coal. So there's some internal storage, but we're just gonna use the train as storage, right? So what is the internal consumption, maximum production? Is that per day? We'll have to see if that actually works. But anyway, that's the start. So, and you've got like 150 tons of storage internally. So that should be okay. 2 trains, I think will do it. It's not that far. Okay, so that's the first one. We can go ahead and make a start. And you'll have to, you'll have to wait until you're unloaded. I don't want you to, wait until unloaded and start. There we go. Now, the other one is going to do the very same facility over here. I love that we're starting to use these facilities, and that, and you're going to load done coal, right? And you're going to load iron, okay? And then you're going to make your way over here. You're going to run through that facility, that waypoint, and then into here. And you're going to unload. You're going to wait until unloaded, and you're going to unload iron for us. And that is it. And you can make a start. Cannot launch the train? Yes, fair enough. The other one is still being launched. So as soon as the other one's out of the way, we'll get this one to run. Should be able to launch now. There you go. So now we're starting to see those things move on in. Here we only need steel, so steel will be on the way. As soon as we get some of our first stuff in here, steel will make its way. Now, we also need workers out over there. What is this guy waiting for? Oh, the runway is actually quite busy. Can we, the question is, can we quickly, now that a few other planes and stuff has arrived, can we, I just want to quickly try and, can we do this? Okay, let's do that. All the way around there, and the intent is that, no. So the intent is, this guy goes straight, this guy goes straight up there. That one ties in. Ooh. I don't like it. Cancel. Let's trim that back a little. And we'll get this one to, I'm going to go up all the way over there. Get this one to, yes, that's the one I'm wanting for. This is not going to make it happen. Let's clear that out, and we'll put this back in over here. Commission this for us, and then I would like us to go ahead and build these sections at least. Okay, now we'll see if this gets built. I'm not too sure how that'll work. Do we have guys constructing this? We do not. Can we get this guy to make start on it? We can. So they'll hopefully start to do that. I'm hoping it's not the. We'll have to see if they mess up. These guys can't actually run. We'll have to see how that works. But there we go. Now I think our runway is, or our airport is a little bit better. But yeah, we're going to need an extra runway fairly soon. But that's an expansion that we'll get to soon. Now, coal should arrive here from the other facility soon. I wouldn't mind seeing our first trains arriving. And then I'm also going to get the other train for passengers. So what are we doing with passengers? So we've got some of these guys available. Now they do what? I do a fair bit. Do I have an extra one over here? I don't. They do 325, I think. I think it's 325. It's this one. I do 325 workers. Now, we need 500 workers in total at the steel mill, so I'm not sure these are the right terrains for the job. I may instead run the big guys. So we've got at least one of the big guys ready to go. And that'll run a 500. Right, so if I grab that guy, this guy is running 500. Let's clear that out. It can do 500 capacity, which is exactly about right. So if we run two of them, it should be fair there or thereabouts at least. So now with that in mind, now let's set this guy up for some work. You're gonna and hang on. So let's undo that for a minute. We've got this guy ready. Now, some of the things that we've got as a problem over here is where we've got workers. So there's like 400 workers hanging out over there. There's no workers almost hanging out in this location because there's a lot of work to be done over here. These facilities drain a hell of a lot. So the question really in my mind is, do we go straight in here and pick up on this side? In which case, we'll need to be able to get it back. So let's quickly see what the situation with our signaling is at. Okay, so they'll have to kind of run in that way. So we could allocate a run back over there. Or, on the other hand, we are... Yeah, these guys are turning around at that location. We're not using the outside, and the outside is really potentially where we want these guys to be running. This one is pretty good. I've set up an arrangement where they can kind of use any one of these guys. And maybe what we'll do is we'll just set a little something so we can, in fact, make use of any of these too. If we go in here and out that way, alternatively, you won't come in this way. So, presumably, if we just do this... Yeah, but the problem with that, though... If we bring this guy in... Yeah, we'll need something... Oops, that's not really what I had in mind. If we bring in something, we'll need something to come in fairly aggressively over here. So from the outside to that side. And maybe that's the one that we're after. Maybe that is, in fact, the one that we're after. But that's... The problem with that is it cuts off all the center lines as well. Okay, if we wanted to get guys in here, coming on out on the outside, all the way over there, and then back down this way? No. Yeah, presumably we'll need to go back into that one. It's a bit challenging, actually. It is a little bit challenging. Maybe we should just start something and see what we've got. We can't possibly run unless what we do is we just run it into that one. Okay, so if we do this, and what I'm kind of tempted to do is actually remove the others, because we're gonna have to run it all the way back. So if we do something like that and it just runs all the way there, problem is there's no... This guy needs to be chained. So we'll need to do a little something like that in order to get... Do we have... Oh, we don't even have... Hang on. We probably need a little something in there. That's just one way this way, and that just has to be one way that way. And that probably needs to be a chain, just so that we can clear through all of those. Yeah, I think that's about right. Okay, so maybe the intent is that we just run it in here. It comes and picks up and it goes straight back out down through there, and then it can get out. Interesting. Okay, well that's an interesting one. So let's try that out. So now with this one in mind, we would like you to please come and pick up over here. Okay, so you're coming in here. You're gonna load up on workers. You're gonna pop around this way to over there. That is fine. Then you're coming back, and we want to make use of that one, right? Oh, no, not that one. We want to make use of this one. That's your waypoint, and then you're popping in over there. Now, let's just pop in here and say, guys, you are loading. None of these guys, none of those guys, none of those guys. Getting out, none of those guys, none of those guys, none of those guys. And that's it. And that is it. So make a start, and we'll see how that works. Hopefully you can arrive where you need to arrive. Pick up tons of guys here. Number of students waiting is insane. Are you loading up on... Yeah, you're actually loading up on a fair bit of stuff here. So there we go. Good. Okay. So now we'll actually start seeing some workers arrive over here too. I'm hoping we'll get some trains coming this way. Okay, what is this guy? This is the coal rail distribution. Okay, hang on though. The one thing I'm wondering about is not having this whole thing loop around yet again. So if we can potentially get these guys out over here, that's probably useful. Let's quickly do that. Interesting. Okay, now, can we... We'll probably have to get rid of that. So let's... we do this, yeah, I think that's okay. If we do that, that should work. Okay, let's do this, and we'll run you up to about here. Oh yeah, you can do up to there, and then you can tie in, because these trains could be fairly long. Okay, let's give it as much room as possible, and then we go ahead and tie in the end over there. What I want to also do is just make sure that we get rid of these. Pull that back a little and just go straight through there. Yes, and can I? Oh, beautiful. That's exactly what I'm after. Now what we'll need to do is put a couple of chains in here. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll get this guy out of that side and that guy out on this side. And put a little something over here. And we'll put a couple of chains. There we go. And we'll remove that guy. And to make sure this works, I'll quickly sort that out. So that should be pretty good. Be interesting to see when those guys actually arrive to come and pick up. We should have... What is this supposed to hold? Coal ore. But I should have coal ore over here. I've no coal ore. What are you dropping off? Gravel. Should have a coal ore train. This guy's picking up some stuff. Yes, so this is going to the steel mill. It's going to load up on coal. Working fairly well. Why would you... Interesting. Anyway. Hang on. Let's just see, because I'm... Supposedly, this should, in fact... Yeah, this is because of Because of this. Okay, what I'll do, I think all I need to do is make these guys chains, and then it will in fact run. Good, so that one's loaded up 360. And this guy, let's just get rid of this. This guy's loading up on iron. Nice. Now that distribution is starting to work. What are you doing? Oh, you're getting out of here. Where are you? Okay, that's an interesting one. Good. That's working. You are coal ore. Excellent. Coal ore is coming on in. Excellent. Excellent. And you should be dropping off over there though. And you're dropping off coal ore too. Okay, good. So we are processing. Coal ore is coming in at a pretty rapid rate then. So that's good. That is good. You are bringing in iron ore and bauxite. Raw bauxite. Okay, good. Starting to look good. That's another one. No. What is this? Why? Why not? Why aren't you unloading? Let's just bring it back in here. That guy should be unloaded fairly quickly now. Yeah, it'll be unloaded before the other one gets here. This is powered, so it's going as quickly as it can. That guy's just doing the loop and it's going to come back and unload. Pretty sure. No. Oh yeah, that's the one that's leaving. This guy's going to come and unload now. The other thing that I'm just going to make sure we do is just see what is this. These should be chains. In order to make sure these guys are actually going to head to the right one, they should be chains, and these don't need to be chains. That's just fine. Come around there. In, and now you're going to unload, hopefully. Yeah, now you're unloading. Wow. Now why? Why is that the case? Why do you not unload more aggressively? I think the whole setup here doesn't quite work, so let's just move it back that way. But all I'm going to try and do is make sure that these two trains... Ooh, they're not actually... Whoa! What is that? Well, now we're unloading them. It's problematic. Yeah, I don't know. The whole setup over here doesn't quite work the way I would like it to work. But anyway, it kind of works. Okay, now, if we get on over here, are these guys fully unloaded? Whoa, look at that rate at which this guy is actually running out of this stuff. We need more trains onto this really quickly. And this is producing mechanical components. And so this has steel. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's just these two. Look at that. We get a ton of workers in here. I just want to, let's follow this train quickly. Just want to see where this train goes and how that whole setup works. Is it popping in? There we go. And then it just runs straight in there. Gonna pick up like a full load of workers, I'm sure. Only gonna pick up workers. Full load of workers ready to go. Just want to see how it gets out. It's going to probably get out on that one. It has to. So there's a little bit of a bypass option right there. There we go. That's pretty good. I just one more check over here quickly with regards to these guys. So they will... I'm a little worried about this, but because it may in fact run someone through there. It may in fact do that. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about it now. If it becomes a problem, we'll do it. Okay, now, what are we going to do? I just want to see, is this construction underway? This construction is underway, and it doesn't seem to be bothering the airplanes too much. What's that? How many people on here? 43 workers, 3 passengers coming in. That's okay, that's okay. Going around the other way. That's okay, that all works. Okay, now, what I'm really want to do, now that we've kind of sorted out a few things, we probably need... I've built a couple of extra hospitals as well to try and get this whole ambulance situation underway. I want to make sure we get our heating sorted as well. So let's quickly do a few heating exchanges. I'm thinking this general area over here is probably about right. That'll help cover a lot of this. Alternatively, if we do it over here, yeah, that's about right. So I'll do one heating exchanger over here. The other one I'm gonna pop in over here. Or do I do it even in here wouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna do it in here. So get a heating exchanger right over there. Yeah, we could probably use that area a little bit more wisely. Now we just want to make sure that we connect this. Underground is the way we're gonna do it. Okay. Tie you in over there so we can go in either direction. And this guy, serve stuff there. Interesting how we find a spot where it does in fact want to work. We'll tie you in, yeah, over there. That should be fine. I'm happy to commission those, and we'll get the construction crews to come and build them. Let's commission that. We'll see how that works under the water through here. This one I think I paid for. But there we go. That should work. Now let's get above ground and get our road connections sorted out. So I think a road connection down here, the end of the world, actually, it'll work quite nicely. We run it in like so. Yeah, so now we can actually tie in, we can make a few extra buildings in this general area, get a few extra buildings in that area. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and pay for that just because that's painful. And similarly, I'll go ahead and pay for that little section. And now we'll get the construction crews to kind of build the rest of it. That should be okay. So we get our heating sorted for next winter. That should be fine. Now, okay, now what are we doing? Just quickly check. What else did I do in between episodes? We could start work on another few of these guys, and maybe that's exactly right. Let's quickly do that. Modded residential, just because our population, which we'll have a look at in just a minute, it's these ones, right? Yeah, I'm not opposed. So let's do one more there. And one more right over here. So we'll do 2 extras over there. That's going to be pretty awesome. Just make sure that there is some road connections, in fact, in this area, so that we can, well, not actually road connections. If we do something like this, tie that one in there. We'll tie that one in. We'll tie this in. We'll run that one to there. We'll tie this one in. I also want to make sure that we, in fact, tie in over here. And like so. So that's okay. That's not bad. We'll go with this. This is... Oh, this is the shopping center. Now, the question is, do we run a little something through here? Think we do. That is going to be good. These guys are all going to work out. We're going to go and pay for that. So that's construction should start. Oh, all of these guys can now quite easily get to the shop over there as well. We could certainly have another look at running a little bit of a connection down here. Crossing, getting in over here. Getting in over there and tying in like this and like that. Pay for that. There we go. Now things are looking good. We can provide some extra facilities in here in the future. But that's good. That is going to help us out a little bit more. So these guys should be producing at a pretty rapid rate. Yeah, mechanical components is coming through pretty quickly. We run out of coal here very quickly, so we need the extra trains. I didn't see what those messages were, but they probably not what I'm after. What did you just dropped off something here, right? Ultima Construction. So is stuff here not built? That was a little awkward. Yeah, there's some workers popping in from the bus. Move their way over there. There's workers hanging out over here, slowly moving away. There's another train of workers coming on in now, and it should be about 500. Yeah, it has the 500 workers. We'll definitely need an extra one, so 2 of these trains should be just fine. We fill up whatever we need. But yeah, we need like a full 500. Look at them running across the railway track over there. Not quite what I'm after, but that's okay. That's good. We need the extra trains to come on in. Let's quickly have a look at the trains, and then I'll tell you what the next big thing for us is going to be. What's going on with our trains? We've probably built up a fair bit of these guys. It's okay. What's going on with our trains? Yeah, we're unfortunately waiting. We can get the extra. We can certainly get the extra passenger train. Let's just get these guys moved over there, please. This one and that one. See where and if we use them. Make your way. We'll get a locomotive to come on back and pick these ones up. And then once that's done, to be honest, we could skip this one. I don't know. Let's just get it built. So we've already started. You know what? It's so much. Let's just cancel the current production and we'll move on straight to the hoppers. We should be able to build the hoppers pretty quickly. They don't use that many person days. Yeah, see, they go pretty quickly. What I will do first is, though, I'm going to grab this guy, come on in here, and make your move over there. Make a start. I don't want any hoppers to go with him, though. That's okay. Hoppers will be where... Oh, we've actually got a couple of hoppers over here. That's okay. We'll go in there again and make use of that. Okay, let's just see. I want this guy... Okay, so you, my friend, you can go over there. Or... Yeah, no, we've got plenty of locomotives, actually. And over there, you could go over there. I knew it! Okay, picking up those. Beautiful. Excellent. The hopper should be done pretty quickly. Okay, now, what are we going to do in this episode? Now, this area, well, it's probably going to extend across multiple episodes. This area right over here, I'm going to actually now finally go ahead and do a proper central distribution facility for our key items, which we'll talk about in just a bit, with an exporting facility on the river here that allows for containerized export. So I've got a modded ship cargo facility, cargo station. This one. Oil terminal. How does the oil terminal look? Anyway, that's okay. We'll get that one. This is the one. The container terminal. I want to pop it in somewhere over here. Okay? And I want to, I think that if we go straight down over here somewhere, I think that'll be about right. So what I'm going to start with, and I'm going to auto build this with rubles, by the way. I'm going to clear all of this out and make a room for our container harbor over here. This was the kind of the idea, somewhat the idea that I had with the Port of Chaos over there. This about right, or should I trim it back a little bit more? I need to straighten this up a little bit more because it in fact has rails pretty directly in it. Okay, so with that in mind, let's swap on over and height from the center. Can we zoom in a little bit and just see what we've got? Oh, anyway, that's okay. I think that's going to be fine. We'll dredge it a little. That's okay. I think that's going to be fine. I don't think we need to worry about that too much more. That's okay, fine. Now, if we go with the container terminal, yeah, okay, it's not quite big enough, so we'll have to continue this. So level the terrain from the center. We make this a little smaller. Give ourselves a little bit more room over here. Okay, we'll tie off a little bit more there, and then hopefully that gives us what we need. So let's have a look at this. Come on, guys. Oh, it'll work. Okay, now let's do that. Let's just make sure we've got all of the right spacing. Okay, yeah, get yourself all leveled up over here. I think that's going to be an awesome little look. Okay, there we go. I'm not going to place it though. I'm going to switch off this so that we don't by accidentally build it. There we go. So there it is. Hopefully we can get our rails and stuff to work around there. That should be fine. Okay, so that's the one. This is just a container terminal. I don't think it can actually. It does just one ship at a time. Stations for vehicles loading, unloading. That's fine. The one thing that I would, however, want to do is just make sure that we've got our container components in here as well. So engineering industry, I think, is where it's at. No, it's not there. Where would it be at storage? Yeah, it's at storage. Container loading facility, container unloading facility. We'll do both. So I'm going to go ahead and do a container. Do we do both? We're not going to import anything through containers, so we really don't need to do both. So what we'll do then instead is we'll just do maybe something like this. We could, of course, we could do it here. Actually, that's not bad. That's going to be a bit of a space saving for us if we do it this way. So let's do that. We'll get that. That's our container loading facility, and it's going to have workers and it's going to load stuff. And these are basically some of the stuff that I would like us in there, not crops. I'm not sure about. We'll see about the other stuff, but basically the end product. So maybe not like chemicals or fabrics, but we'll see the end product. So there we go. That's the containerization section over here. We'll get our ships to come and load in here. And now what we want to do is we want a very good rail kind of connection. And the reason I've kind of picked this is, well, because it's in the center of the map. So if we have a look at that, that's pretty much in the center of the map. But in terms of connectivity, it's in the middle between these 4 cities that we've got going on over here. And pretty close to where all of our industrial components really is situated. So that's why this is good. So we can actually connect fairly easily. So let's close off this. Let's close this off, and I'll show you what I mean with regards to connection. So let's. This is awesome. I absolutely love this. So let's just switch on this. I'm gonna run rails through there. So we'll get the rail to run through here. Now, in order for us to do this really effectively, I'm wanting to do this. I want to run that straight through there. And then at the same time, I would like us to run this down this way. Yeah, so something like that. Okay, so let's see. If we're trying to bring... we should really be able to run these through like that. Are they on different levels? A little bit, but that's okay. That is okay. So that's the plan. Now the idea is that we'll... we don't want to go too crazy over there into the water though. We're going to try and do that. And we just want to, yeah, that's the one. That's what we're going to try and do. And we'll tie this one in right next to it. There we go. That is it. Now what we also want to do is make sure that we connect around this way. And the question is, do we connect over there or do we connect it a little bit more like here? If we do this one, I think this is almost better. I think that is almost better. It gives us a little bit more room to work with. So over here gets us about 1 train between that connection and this one. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll do this. There we go. So now we can get a train to run through this way. That's awesome. We'll have to redo a few things. Now, What I thought we'd do is we get up out of the riverbed there, and then we'll continue to try and run at the same angle through all of these sections. So this one here is about where I would like us to run it. So through there, and that's good. Up here, try and run it about straight. It's pretty good. Up there, and now what we'll need to do is kind of tie it in. How come this is let's do this then. And what I'll do is I'll trim this one back, and we'll try and tie it in from that side. I just want to make sure this looks fairly natural. Yeah, there we go. That's the maneuver I was after. There we go. And this is going to be the train connectivity in here now. So we'll bring the train out. Straight through there, and there's going to be other stuff that we're going to do in this area as well, because we've got way more stuff that needs to actually happen in there. But that's our starting point over here. I'm going to go ahead and commission that piece. What I'll do is I'm also going to go ahead and build these sections out over there. What we'll do is I'll then get a. Let me just quickly have a look at these guys. So let's just redo this, putting some chains in there, put a chain over here. This one, this one will be a chain as well. And then we'll get the other pieces. Actually, probably going to need to do chains pretty much everywhere. We have room for a train in all of these. Well, for the most part, I think. Not sure if I got super long trains somewhere that's not gonna fit in here, but I think it should be okay for the most part. Now let's make sure to. Yeah, these are going to be the most critical ones. So I want to just make sure we have these as close to the intersection as possible. Yeah, that's awesome. There we go. So something like that. Getting out on this side, of course. Getting out over there. Here we go. So now we've got this intersection that should work for the most part. I just want to make sure we also, in fact, have a little bit of this going on here. So we can get our trains in. That's fine. That's going to be okay. Actually, I'll do another chain in there, and then we'll just do the mixed signals. Like so. So now we can actually get the guys to come and work on them. Will they be assigned? Yes, they will. So Padonan is going to head on over here and start working on that straight away without being too problematic. They can just run a pretty simplified construction section through there. Okay, so that's the first part of it. I'm going to tie in on this side too, but I'll not do that just yet. Initially, I'll just go, and we may at some point do a little bit more work here, but that's going to be okay. Okay, now, what do we have? I'm going to pause the game just for a second so a lot of stuff doesn't actually happen while we're trying to do this. So if we go to storage, I want these super big ones, right? These are, that's open storage. I'm not after the open storage. I'm after these guys. This is the large warehouse, and I think it's got rail connection. It doesn't. Okay, well, that doesn't really matter. That doesn't really matter. What is this? Oil fuel storage. What is that? Ooh, I like it. I like it. Cargo warehouse at the port. Is that? Oh, okay. I think this is actually part of this if I wanted to. I think it's part of that mod, to be honest. What do we have over here? Bulk. Yeah, same here. So I can huge open storage. Yeah, not using any of that. What I am in fact after is storages, not meat storage. I'm after a warehouse that's. Is this a warehouse for like open stuff? No, I don't want that. Yeah, so this is the big one, right? This is the one. So what we want to do is we want to do a heaps of them, and we're going to do warehouses for alcohol, for mechanical components, for, well, do we do everything? Do we do electronics? I think we do everything. I think we do everything apart from crops. I'm not interested in doing crops, but we'll do all the others. So if we don't do crops, we've got 6, 7, 8, 9. Food? Do we do food? Crops and food are the two things that I'm kind of thinking, nah, we don't really need it. Because food is... no, let's do food. So let's do all of them except for crops. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need 9 of these guys. But we also need a lot of the station stuff. So let's go cargo stations. I'm after these big ones. Yeah, so that actually works. And we could, I think we should do at least 2 of them. So the intent would be, we do 1 here, and I can still, I could still sort this out. We'll then leave a little bit of room in between, and we'll do another one over here. Okay. I'll go ahead and start our little road network through there. So that's the starting point of a road network. We'll need a ton of distribution offices. Well, maybe not a ton, but we'll need some distribution offices too. So now if I go to the modded storage facilities, just find what I'm after. I'm after this guy. So we need 9 of these guys. Now, that could actually work really well if we tie them in like this. So we need to do at least like 5 of them. We could actually squeeze 1 more in there. So at least 4. We need at least 4 of them in here, and I think it'll work. We'll provide a yeah, it's gonna be this one. I'm not building any of these, am I? Yeah, we're not going to get more than 4 in here. Something like that, and something like this. We may be able to get more than 4 in here, but anyway, something like that. That's kind of the intent. Now, can I get them all connected through our factory connections? This one is the one I'm most worried about. It is working. That'll work. That'll work. Okay, we could have actually maybe got an extra one in there. Let's go ahead and commission that for now. What we'll need to do on this side is we'll need a road. So let's run a road about there. And from that road, we will tie in something like that and tie that in. Something like that and tie that in. Yes, something like this. Something like that and tie that in. And something like that and tie that in. I'm hoping that this will work quite well with regards to some other things. So now we've got 4 on this side. We'll also do 4 on that side plus an extra one. Let's just get... There's enough room, right? Yeah, there should be enough room. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to love this. And with regards to the train stuff, should be okay, though. The one thing that I'm a little worried about now all of the sudden is where these roads are going to go. We may have to do a bit of a bridge or actually a little underpass underneath some of the train lines. I think will be awesome. That'll actually look really good. That'll look really good. We're going to do it this way so that we've got our central facilities in here. None of these things need any workers, so workers will be required down here, and we'll see how we do that. But that'll be good. Now, let's do the others quickly. We've actually kind of running out of the end of this episode, but what I'll do is I'll finish off the layout, and then what we'll do is we'll start the construction of it in the next episode, and then once we've got it constructed, I'll show you the intent with how it's supposed to work for central distribution. Let's just quickly get the rest of our warehouses in place. I'm going to do a similar thing. I'm going to make sure we align them up on that side. You have them pretty close in there. Like so. Like so. And like so. Now for a ninth one, question would have been, should we do well, we could actually do 2 extras, right? What I'm going to interested in is making sure I don't want to mess up our rails. But depending on our direction of travel, it's not necessarily a big issue. There we go. So something like that should kind of work. Now let's just quickly get the rest of our factory connections in there. So tie that in. Yes, that's going to work. Tie that in. That's going to work. We've got those factory connections in there. Just want to make sure that we, in fact, run a road through here. So we'll go a little wider on that side. And then a little wider on this side. Or what we could also do is, anyway, doesn't really matter. I think that's going to be just fine. I'm going to tie that one in there. We'll tie that in. Tie that in, so all of them are connected. I'm definitely going to run one section of road down here, and the intent is that we have a little section out there. Come on, autosave. Little section out there. Yeah, that's going to work just lovely. Little section. Oh, I'm loving it. It's fine. A little section, and there we go. That's good. Now there we go. I think in the next episode what we'll do is we'll tie in the railway lines, but I think this is going to be an awesome little central hub. What we do definitely need to do is make sure we have distribution offices. So I'm kind of tempted to, because the distribution office is going to drop it off over here. And now the question is, do we have you know what we're going to need? Let's just quickly get that in there. So I would like a road cargo station. We'll just go with the standard road cargo station, by the way. It won't be that busy. This won't be that busy. Oh, crap. That'll actually work. That will actually work. Just make sure we've got a road cargo station in there too. Oh, I'm glad that worked out. I'm glad that worked out. So now we'll do that. We'll also need some, so we'll have to see how we do the roads over here. And what I'm also after is some technical services, yes, but distribution offices, please. Grab me a couple of the big ones. So at least this one, 15, 4, 8, no, the 15 ones. So my thoughts are one here. Okay, and the other one on this side. Okay, something like that. We'll have to make sure that we've got all of these connected. We're going to do a bit of an underpass here, I'm sure, for the road. See how we connect to the rest of that as well. We'll probably need this road to somehow connect through here. So we'll have to deal with that a little bit. But that looks pretty good. We'll need fire stations and technical services and all these kind of things. But the rail needs to come in on this side. The rail actually needs to go all the way around. So the rail from the other side. Now the question is, do we run it from the other side and we do the loop internal? I'm almost tempted to do a smaller loop internal. I'm almost tempted. Oh, the one thing that we haven't tied in here yet is these guys. There we go. So that ties in quite nicely. Let's go ahead and commission all of that. The roads, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the roads. We may, you know what I might do? And I'm being a little bit pedantic about this. I'm going to trim this back like so. And I'm going to use that as a bit of a guide. So if I do that, okay, well, let's trim all of these back a little bit more. So we'll use that as the plan is for it to be a bit of a... Oh, actually, and to be honest, if we wanted to do that, probably need to run it come on, something like this. Oh, don't do that, no. Crap. Now it's not going to work. Okay, let's redo that. Try that one more time. So I'm just going to do... Okay, let's do that and we'll end it. Okay, now, can we... Yeah, this is... Okay, so if we end it about there... About that. Do about that. Now let's trim that one back. It's interesting how this works. And we'll do that, and we'll do that, and now this guy's not going to tie in where I wanted to tie in. If it was on this side, it would have worked. Now we've got this thing. So we started it on that side. Can I do that, and if I do that, now I should be able to do this, do that, and do that. There we go. Now we've got a little kink in there, but there we go. That's our little roundabout in there, so we can do a bit of a statue or something in there. I'm gonna love it. Okay, guys, it's gone on too long enough. So, what do you think of our new central distribution with export surplus export facilities? That is the question. What do you think of this? And we're gonna do the redistribution. We're gonna do the distribution of all of our goods right after this. Much better. So, and now we've got the room for crops in there too, by the way. But there we go. I'm liking the idea, and it's more compact than I originally thought it was going to be. But we'll see once we put the rails in. The rails might make it blow out a little bit more. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit the like button. Tell me in the comments what you think of our new plan and our new facility over here. And yeah, I'll see you next time when we continue the rail work and hopefully start the construction. Bye-bye!